Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the class of 11th English Medium. The subject is Statistics, Chapter 5, Skewness of Frequency Distribution, brought to you by Vitan Sir. Last time we completed the exercise 5.1 in which we solved the sums based on the Carl Pearson's method of calculating skewness and its coefficient. We used mean, mode and standard deviation, and when we couldn't calculate mode, we used median in that place. Now, we are starting with the second method, that is Bowley's method of calculating skewness and its coefficient. Professor A. L. Bowley has created skewness based on the distances of quartiles from median. That means the second characteristic of the skewness, where the distance of third quartile and first quartile from the median depicted the type of a skewness. For positive skewness, the distance of third quartile from median is more than that of the first quartile and vice versa. That is, for negative skewness, the distance of third quartile from median is less than the distance of first quartile from the median. If we apply this formula, the difference between these two distances is taken as the measure of skewness. So Sk skewness will be Q3 minus M minus M minus Q1. Q3 minus M is the distance of third quartile from median, whereas M minus Q1 is the distance of first quartile from median, and the difference between these two distances depicts the value of skewness. But if we open these brackets, we will get a value like this, that is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2M. So my dear students, these are the two formulas for calculating Bowley's skewness. Basically, both of them are similar. The only difference is opening the bracket and not opening the bracket. So usually we use the second formula, that is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2M. But sometimes in MCQs and short answers, we are directly given the distance of Q3 and Q1 to M. And when this distance is directly given, we have to compulsorily use the first formula, that is Q3 minus M minus M minus Q1. So keep that in the mind. Measure of skewness Sk is just an absolute measure and hence cannot be used to compare with other data. For that purpose, we have the relative skewness, which is J is equal to Q3 minus M minus M minus Q1 upon Q3 minus M plus M minus Q1. So in the numerator we have the difference of the distances, and in the denominator we have the addition of the differences. But again, if we open the brackets, the second alternate formula which we get is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2M divided by Q3 minus Q1. So usually in practical problems we use this alternate second formula, but once again, when in the question the distances are directly mentioned, the differences are directly mentioned, then at that time we have to use the first formula compulsorily. At that point of time we can't use the second formula. So again, keep these things in mind. If there is a positive skewness, then Q3 minus M will be greater than M minus Q1. That means Q3 plus Q1 will be greater than 2M. That is, skewness will be greater than 0. If there is a negative skewness, then Q3 minus M will be less than M minus Q1. That is, Q3 plus Q1 will be less than 2M. That is, skewness will be less than 0. And if there is a symmetry in the distribution, then Q3 minus M will be equal to M minus Q1. Q3 plus Q1 will be equal to 2M and skewness will be 0. Now note down certain points, that the range of Bowley's coefficient of skewness is always between -1 to +1. If the frequency distribution is open-ended, this is the only possible method to calculate skewness and its coefficient. That means when the frequency distribution has open-ended classes, either it has infinite lower value or infinite upper value or both, only option available is using the Bowley's method. Sometime in your questions in examinations, the method is not specifically mentioned, but from the data we have to derive that okay, because the classes are open-ended, we have to use the Bowley's method. So you have to be vigilant at that point of time to recognize which method to use. This method is appropriate when skewness is to be calculated using the positional averages, that means quartiles and medians, when they are already given in the data and you are supposed to calculate skewness, that naturally you have to use the Bowley's method of calculating skewness. You don't have the option of using the Carl Pearson's method because positional averages are already given. Now let's start with exercise 5.2 so that we can take some practical sums of this method and understand this concept in deep, and we can understand how to solve the sums of this method. Question number 1. From the following frequency distribution of youngsters exercising in a gymnasium, find the coefficient of skewness by Bowley's method and state the type of skewness. Okay, so the data is given as age in years 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26, 28 in total. Now let me remind you guys, this question in the textbook was not given in this manner. It was given haphazardly, but because we are using the positional averages, I have arranged those values in ascending order. That means this is the answer. I have already arranged the data in ascending order, and it was not in the ascending order in the question in the textbook. So keep that in mind, that when the data is haphazardly arranged, you have to arrange them in the ascending order if you need to calculate Bowley's coefficient of skewness. Next, number of youngsters, frequency 4, 11, 19, 9, 8, 22, 7 and 3. We need to start by calculating the first quartile, the third quartile and the median, and for that purpose we need to calculate the cumulative frequency. So 4 plus 11 15 plus 19 34 plus 9 43 plus 8 51 plus 22 73 plus 7 80 plus 3 83. We will keep these cumulative frequencies in mind. The quartile, first quartile, the value of 83 plus 1 upon 4th observation. Remember, the quartiles are n plus 1 upon 4 for the discrete distribution. So the answer of this will be 21st observation. And if you see it from the cumulative frequency, 21st observation falls under CF34, and the class or the value for that is 20. So Q1 is 20 years. Similarly, the third quartile, we will calculate it as 3 times 83 plus 1 upon 4, which is 63rd observation, and this falls under the CF73, and the value in front of 73 is 25 years. Next, the median will be the value of 83 plus 1 upon 2 observation, that would be 42nd observation. Now 42nd observation from the data falls under the CF43 in front. The data is 22 years, so the median will be 22 years. Now we have to put the value of coefficient of skewness by Bowley's method, that is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. Just put the data, 25 plus 20 minus 2 times 22 divided by 25 minus 20. Now 25 plus 20 is 45, 2 times 22 is 44, 25 minus 20 is 5. So when you find the difference, it is 1 upon 5, that is 0.2. So the type of skewness here is positive naturally, and the value is very much near to 0. So there is a lower degree of positive uh, skewness for this data. Moving on to the second question. Let's start with question number 2. The frequency distribution of paid up share capital out of issued share capital of 31 companies is as follows. Find skewness and its coefficient using Bowley's method. Now the data is paid up share capital of lakh rupees, but as you can see the data here is less than 100, less than 300, less than 500, less than 700, up to less than 1300. That means the whole data is in a less than format. We will need to convert this data into a regular class before starting with the sum. The cumulative frequencies for these less than values are already given. What we need to do is convert these into a class. You can see that the first two less than values are 100 and 300. So I will create a class using that 100 to 300. Next are 300 and 500, then 500 to 700, then 700 to 900, then 900 to 1100, 1100 to 1300, and then total. Next, I have to start by converting the cumulative frequencies into a regular frequencies. How I can do this? If I am creating a class out of 100 and 300, I will find the difference of the frequencies of these two values, that is 0 and 6. The difference is 6. Next, 300 to 500, the frequencies are 6 and 16. The difference is 10. Then 500 to 700, the frequencies are 16 and 19. The difference is 3. Similarly, difference of 19 and 23 is 4, 23 and 27 is 4, 27 and 31 is also 4. And when you make a total of all these frequencies, you get 31. Finally, because we are calculating Bowley's coefficient of skewness, we need to calculate the cumulative frequency. The first cumulative frequency will be 6 plus 10, 16 plus 3, 19, then 23, 27, 31. You can see that these are the similar frequencies from the above row, which was the given frequency in the question. Just the 0 has been omitted. But don't worry, you just follow what I have told you right now, else you may get confused. We have to start with the quartile class here because this is a continuous data, and in continuous data you have to start with the class and use a particular formula to calculate the quartiles. The quartile class here will be 31 upon 4 because in continuous distribution the n plus 1 is not used, rather n is used directly. So 31 upon 4 will be the 7.75th observation. From CF, 7.75th observation lies in the class 300 to 500. So from CF you can see the class which contains the 7.75th observation. The CF for that is 16 and 16 is in the class 300 to 500. Now as we know this, we can write down these necessary items which we need. The lower limit of the class 300, the frequency of the class 10, the cumulative frequency before our class is 6, and the class length of our class is 200. Q1, the formula is L plus N upon 4 minus CF upon F into C. So when you put the values there, you get 300 plus 7.75 minus 6 upon 10 into 200. Simplifying this, you get 300 plus 35, which is 335 lakh rupees. So the first quartile is 335 lakh rupees. Second quartile class, third quartile class will be 3 times the 31 upon 4th observation, and when you solve this, you get 23.25th observation. Now from the CF you can see that 23.25 is not in 23 but in the CF 27, which is the class 900 to 1100. So from CF 23.25th observation lies in the class 900 to 1100. So when you write down the data for that, you get lower limit 900, the frequency of the class is 4, CF before that is 23, and the class length of the class is 200. The third quartile formula is L plus 3n upon 4 minus CF upon F into C. Putting the values, you get 900 plus 23.25 minus 23 upon 4 into 200. Simplifying the second part, you get 900 plus 12.5, that is 912.5 lakh rupees. So the third quartile is 912.5 lakh rupees. We are still left with one more measure, that is median. Let's calculate it. Now median is the value of 31 upon 2 observation. That would be 15.5th observation. Now 15.5th observation falls under the CF16, and this 16 is the class of 300 to 500. So the lower limit is 300. The frequency of that class is 10. The cumulative frequency before that class is 6 and the class length is 200. When you write down the formula, you get L plus n upon 2 minus Cf upon F into C. When you put the values, you get 300 plus 15.5 minus 6 upon 10 into 200. And thus you get 300 plus 9.5 upon 10 into 200, which is 300 plus 190, that is 490 lakh rupees. Now from the data, you need to start by calculating the skewness, and then you have to calculate coefficient of skewness. Now skewness is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m. So Q3 912.5, Q1 335, and 2m is 2 into 490. Plus add the values and multiply the values. So when you add, you get 1247.5, and when you multiply 490 with 2, you get 980. The difference is 267.5 lakh rupees. So the skewness of the data is 267.5 lakh rupees. Now you need to calculate coefficient of skewness, that is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. Put the value in there. The top value is 267.5 and the difference between 912.5 and 335 is 577.5. Just divide and you get 0.46. From the data you can see that there is a positive skewness here because the values are positive, and there is a lower degree of positive skewness because the value of coefficient is near to 0. Let's move forward towards the next sum. Question number 3. The distribution of sales in 1000 tons of 400 companies during the year 2014-15 is as follows. Find skewness and its coefficient from these data and state the type of skewness. Let's see. The data is sales in 1000 tons and the data is less than 20, then 20 to 40, then 40 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 90, 90 to 120, and 120 or more, and then total. So as you can see, the method of skewness, Carl Pearson or Bowley, is not mentioned in the question here. So we may wonder which method to use. But from the given data, you can see that the least value is less than 20, that is open-ended, and the maximum value is more than 120, that is again open-ended. So the data given is open-ended, and from the notes we know that Bowley's method is the only method for skewness which can be used when the open-ended classes are given. So naturally we have to use the Bowley's method of coefficient of skewness for calculating skewness and coefficient of skewness for this data. Remember this in mind, so accordingly we will prepare the columns. Now number of companies here are 30, 70, 125, 100, 40, 20 and 15. The total number of companies are 400. As we are going to use the Bowley's method, we will need the cumulative frequency column. So CF will be there, which is 30 plus 70 100 plus 125 225 plus 100 325 plus 40 365 plus 20 385 plus 15 400. We need to calculate the Q1, the Q3 and the median for the purpose of solving this sum. Let's start. First quartile class. Class of 400 upon 4th observation, which is 100th observation. From CF, 100th observation lies in the class 20 to 40. You can see that the 100th observation is the exact CF 100, which is in the class 20 to 40. So L will be lower limit 20, frequency of the class is 70, the CF before our class is 30 and the class length is 20. Putting the formula here, L plus n upon 4 minus CF upon F into C, and putting the values 20 plus 100 minus 30 upon 70 into 20. Just solve this and you get 20 plus 20, that is first quartile value is 40,000 tons. Similarly, we will calculate the third quartile class, the class of 3 times 400 upon 4th observation, which would be class of 300th observation. From the data you can see that 325 is the CF in which 300 is there, and the class for that is 50 to 75. So the class here is 50 to 75 and accordingly our lower limit will be 50. The frequency of the class is 100. The cumulative frequency before our class is 225 and the class length of our class is 25. Putting the values in this formula of Q3, we get 50 plus 300 minus 225 upon 100 into 25. When you solve this, you get 50 plus 18.75, which is 68.75 thousand tons. Next, we have to calculate median. Median, the value of 400 upon 2 observation, which would be naturally 200th observation. Now, if you check out from the CF, 200 observation falls under the CF 225, so the class is 40 to 50. From this data, you can say that lower limit is 40, the frequency is 125, the CF is 100, and class length is 10. The formula, of course, is L plus N upon 2 minus CF upon F into C. So when you put the value, you get 40 plus 200 minus 100 upon 125 into 10. Solve this, you get 40 plus 100 upon 125 into 10, which is 40 plus each, that is 48,000 tons. Now you need to calculate skewness here, which is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2M. Put the value 68.75 plus 40 minus 2 times 48. That is 108.75 minus 96. The addition and multiplication are to be done separately and then are to be subtracted to get 12.75 thousand tons. As you can see, the data is positive, so skewness is positive. Next, the coefficient Q3 plus Q1 minus 2M upon Q3 minus Q1. Putting the values 12.75 upon the difference between Q3 and Q1 is 28.75. When you divide, you get 0.44, which is near to 0 rather than near to 1. So there is a positive skewness, and this is a lower degree of positive skewness as the value of coefficient is near to 0. Let's move on toward the last sum of the exercise and the chapter also, because this is going to be the last tutorial of this chapter. The commission paid on insurance policy amount to agents in a branch of an insurance company during the month is as follows. Find coefficient of skewness by Bowley's method. Okay, commission in 1000 rupees, 10 to 12, 12 to 14, 14 to 16, 16 to 18, 18 to 20, 20 to 22, 22 to 24, 24 to 26, 26 to 28, and 28 to 30, and then finally total. So this is a huge data. In the question, clearly coefficient of skewness by Bowley's method is to be calculated. The number of companies are 4, 10, 16, 29, 52, 80, 32, 23, 17, and 1. The total are 264. We have to start with cumulative frequency because Q1, Q3, and M are to be calculated. So the CF here will be 4, 14, 30, 59, 111, 191, 223, 246, 263, and 264. Let's start with the first quartile class, which would be class of 264 upon 4th observation. Naturally, the answer here is going to be 66th observation. From the CF, you can see that 66 observation falls in the CF 111. The class is 18 to 20. Now, the lower limit of class is 18. The frequency is 52. The CF before the class is 59, and the class length is 2. The Q1 is L plus N upon 4 minus CF upon F into C. Therefore, Q1 is equal to 18 plus 66 minus 59 upon 52 into 2. Naturally, it is 18 plus 0.27, which is 18.27 thousand rupees. Next, third quartile class, that is class of 3 times 264 upon 4th observation, that is class of 198th observation. From the CF, you can see that 198 is in the CF 2 to 3. So the class is 22 to 24. And the lower limit for the class is 22. The frequency is 32. The CF is 191 and class length is 2. Now the third quartile is L plus 3n upon 4 minus CF upon F into C. Putting the values, you get 22 plus 198 minus 191 upon 32 into 2. When you solve this, you get 22 plus 0.44, which is 22.44 thousand rupees. The median of the data will be value of n upon 2 observation, that is 264 upon 2, that would be 132th observation. Now 132nd observation will fall under the CF 191, so the class will be 20 to 22. So lower limit 20, frequency 80, CF 111 and C2. The median formula is L plus n upon 2 minus Cf upon F into C. And when you put the value, you get 20 plus 132 minus 111 upon 80 into 2. That is 20 plus 21 upon 80 into 2, and it is 20 plus 0.53, that is 20.53 thousand rupees. This time you just need to calculate coefficient of skewness, not the skewness. So put the all the values in the equation here. Q3 22.44 plus 18.27 minus 2 times 20.53 upon 22.44 minus 18.27. When you solve this, you get 40.71 minus 41.06 upon 4.17. The answer is negative 0.35 divided by 4.17, that is negative 0.08. Naturally, the data is negative and very much near to 0, so there is a lower degree of negative skewness as the value of coefficient is near to 0 and is negative. So that would be your statement. With this, our exercise 5.2 ends. I'm also ending this chapter here as this is a very small chapter and I have covered almost all the types of sums that could be asked, the big type of sums. The small type of sums I can teach in my live classes which I have been doing. In my videos I always cover the basics of the content, as I believe that explaining everything through videos is not that good. So I try to explain the basic content through videos and then I teach the deep content using the live classes or personal one-on-one teaching. That means that this is the end of the chapter 5th, the skewness for the frequency distribution. Next time I will come up with the chapter number 6, the permutation, combination and binomial expansion, a very important chapter in the study of statistics. You will understand when I will teach it to you, and I will also explain why it is very important for your future study of statistics. Thank you very much for being with me in these tutorials. Keep on watching them, like this video, subscribe my channel if you have not, and share it with your friends. For any suggestions, put them in the comment box and I will see you in the next chapter. Welcome students to With Answers Unacount Academy. That's better way to success for you. I am Vitan Vora and I teach accountancy, statistics and social science. You can contact me on my cell number 919426310184. Please give a sub to my channel and also check out my other video playlist which you can see on the screen. Thank you and I will see you in the next video.